My grandmother's name is Raquel Martinez. She likes Chinese buffets and yard sales, decorates her windowsills with animal figurines, and believes in miracles. She hates to be called grandma and prefers to be called Ma, like the way my mother and the rest of her grandchildren call her. Ma's experience as a single mother immigrant, low-income Latina, is not unique. However, the repercussions of her identity and experiences have contributed to the trauma she has experienced because of societal and cultural practices and beliefs. Last month, Ma patiently waited for the bus with quarters in hand to get to her dentist appointment. She was nervous. Ma is a 2-time cancer survivor and is in good health, but never goes to appointments by herself. With her senior discount, it cost her 50 cents to get to the dentist's office. Ma immigrated to the U.S. from Mexico in 1974 in search for a better life. She had assumed going to the U.S. would provide her and her family better opportunities and became a citizen shortly after. In 1978, she left my abusive grandfather and raised 3 kids as a single mother. She worked as a housekeeper for several years, cleaning homes and offices, and later found work in factories until she decided to become a licensed daycare provider. My grandmother lives solely off her Social Security and has to save money to be able to afford additional expenses like her dental treatments, medical bills, and house repairs. When Ma got off the bus, she walked 2 blocks to the dentist's office. She signed in, sat down, and waited for her name to be called. She went in that day for a root canal and a crown. The receptionist called her name to verify the treatment Ma came to receive. She also gave her the cost of the treatment. Ma had saved money for a few months and had only a small fraction of what she was expected to pay. She walked out of the office crying and spent another 50 cents to take the bus home. For my grandmother, her Mexican ethnicity, immigrant status, and being low income are identities that challenge her on a daily basis and shape the experiences she's had and will have. A simple task, such as going to the dentist for treatment, paying, and going back home is more complex than it looks for those of similar situations and identities like Ma. Ethnicity and class are 2 socially constructed structures that intersect with one another in my grandmother's life. The sociological imagination written by C. Wright Mills claims what ordinary people are directly aware of and what they try to do are bounded by scenes of job, family, neighborhood. They move vicariously and remain spectators. Ma is aware that her struggles are directly tied to her social circumstances, but doesn't understand how her very social setting contributes to her experiences. Ma's inability to pay for her treatment could be seen as an issue caused by the choices she's made in life. However, society is set in a way to oppress certain individuals, such as immigrants and low-income people, and then blame the individual for their struggles. My grandmother's initial impression of the U.S. was based on this American dream that Fox News journalist Steve Toback explains as alive and well and achievable by each and every one of us, except those who believe it's unattainable and those who choose not to pursue it. However, this cannot be achieved if basic necessities, such as dental care, are treated more as luxuries. The reality for most minority Americans is that they cannot achieve or afford to pursue their American dream for multiple reasons, including poor health. As stated in The Silver Spoon, not only does a lack of income lead to poor health, but poor health leads to reduced earnings, income, wealth opportunities, even access to health care, which are not evenly distributed, making it nearly impossible for individuals like my grandmother to achieve the American dream. It is not my grandmother's fault that she was a single mother, had to work multiple labor-intensive jobs, had cancer twice, takes the bus everywhere, and still couldn't afford to pay for her dental treatment. Ma's inability to pay for treatment while having already saved money for a couple months is a form of economic violence far too many individuals experience. When Ma got home, she took the money intended for her treatment out of her purse and stashed it in her secret savings jar. She would have had to save for another month before making an appointment to get her treatment done. As a low-income Latina, getting dental care is just one experience that my grandmother has faced as a challenge. The intersection of social class and identities make experiences like a trip to the dentist much more complicated than it should be.